One of the biggest cases in the whole world right now, okay, especially coming out of Ireland, is Enoch Burke and how he is basically becoming this social flipping pariah, okay, as Simon Harris likes to call people. He's becoming this sort of like, infamous hero to the people, to the anti-woke people, but obviously to the other side, he's this person that's super hated, this religious nut, guys, okay. Today, okay, he was court ordered to pay 40,000, euro, 600 euro, whatever was in his bank account, to the courts because he wasn't basically paying his fines, okay. So, and those who don't know the background to the case, we'll give a short little overview because I've talked about it multiple times on this channel. Enoch Burke, guys, basically refused to call a student, okay, mind you, a 14-year-old, 15-year-old, like some kid, okay, who should be listening to the teacher, okay, at a private school, Wilson's Hospital School up there in the Midlands, I believe, somewhere out the Midlands. But he was ordered to basically pay all this money and pay a bunch of fines, and got fired from his job because he wouldn't call his student, a 15-year-old, by their pronouns, which is a social construct. It's not even real life, guys. That doesn't even exist, okay. It's not real. Donald Trump just announced that there was only two, right? M and G, okay. So I don't know why people are still talking about this stuff, and one guy said recently in the news, he said, you can basically call yourself whatever, but the issue arises when you start to make it law and want other people to call you something that isn't aligning with what they believe, okay. So yeah, this is a horrific case. We're about to listen to this video, guys. Let's see what he says about this one.
Enoch Burke here. I'm standing outside the Bank of Ireland branch in Castlebar, County Mayo. When I left my workplace today, Wilson's Hospital School, at about 5:30 in the evening, I checked my bank balance and this is what I found.
Oh shit. Yeah, so everybody in Ireland knows, okay, that's the basically official Bank of Ireland account. Like if I go on my phone now, I can see how much I have, like the Bank of Ireland. Anyone in Ireland knows, like if you guys have I have Bank of Ireland, okay, and that's the official online transaction statements, that's your official account. So that's crazy. They just cleaned him out, man. That's insane. He only had 40,000, which is quite a bit of money, okay, to some people, maybe not a lot of money to other people, but 40,000, I mean, that's crazy, guys. That's a lot of money because he wasn't paying his fines that were court ordered by flipping some judges.
€0 in my bank account. I have been robbed of €40,617.
That's a lot.
By the courts.
That's a lot, man.
Judge David Nolan, Mr. Rossa Fanning, the Attorney General, and the government all working hand in hand. These people are millionaires. They're driving out of the forecourts in their big cars, but they're vultures sniffing around now to take from me everything I own, to strip from me every asset I have.
Damn.
And to look for anything that I might have that they can take away. That's what these people are doing. We know it all goes back to the fact that in 2022, I was demanded by Principal Niamh McShane to promote transgenderism in the school where I worked. A demand made by that principal, Niamh McShane, still a principal in a school down in Cork, a demand that should never have been made and should not be made today. Because
yeah, and you guys know how I'm always saying, oh, this is a very nuanced case, this is a very nuanced case. This isn't a nuanced case. This is clean cut, black and white, dry as could be. You understand? He said that he had to call this kid a cat, a zer, a them, a they, a zin, or flippin', God knows, whatever, guys. What's the feeling of the day? Today I feel like a tree. Today I feel like, a daisy. It's like a butterfly. This is like, sort of fly-by-night schooling. You know what I mean? Like, it's very, like, unprofessional. The thing about school, guys, let's talk about this for a second. I want to hold up this video. How unprofessional it is to bring social issues into the classroom. Like, we're learning about maths. Maths today. Okay, maths today. Let's talk about maths, okay? 1 + 1 is 2. Today I feel like a butterfly. Like, how does that include even in the curriculum? Like, what part of the curriculum talks about a mazem, zer, zin, zer, you know what I mean? They, like, that's, what has that got to do with geography? I'm not trying to be facetious. What the hell has that got to history? When I was in school, I took geography. What did I do at junior cert, leaving cert? I did geography, Spanish. How does that include in Spanish? ¿Cómo estás? Gato. I'm a gato today. A cat. It's just like, what? This is ridiculous, guys. No room for BS in the classroom, guys. It should be strictly professional. Okay, what are we learning about today? Okay, geography. Trenches, the Mariana Trench, the flipping this, the that. You know what I mean? None of this bullshit, the Cliffs of Moher. Let's take a trip down the Cliffs of Moher. None of this, oh, I feel like a flipping thing today. It's bullshit, guys. Nonsense. I don't want to hear about it. I don't even understand it myself, and I never want to know about it. I said this before. It's ridiculous. 40,000 euros is a lot of money. To me, that's a lot of money. I wouldn't actually have that much in my bank account if I was him. I would have given it to my mom or whatever, or some other person. If I'm a social, exclude like he's obviously becoming, but it's the craziest thing ever.
Because there is no shred of legal authority for that demand to be made. But of course, the Minister for Education, Norma Foley, now the Minister for Children, when she was confronted by my family, or asked by my family when I was incarcerated about this issue in 2022, she ran away. She was telling the public lies, saying that this wasn't being taught in schools and classrooms, that it wouldn't happen, but of course it did happen. And the Department for Education is dealing illegally in this matter. The current Minister for Education, Helen McEntee, she is dealing illegally in this matter, and that's the whole problem here from the very beginning. When you go to court, the judges are running out the door. They will not deal with this issue. And it's very sad to be in that state in the country where the judges are telling lies, where the government's working along with them. And of course, we now know that
the government, the teachers, and the media. Okay, don't forget the media. I'm trying to push back against the media every single day. You guys know what my channel is about. But like, the media in Ireland is scandalous, lads. Like, there's zero pushback. There's zero. There is now. The last 4 or 5 months, the amount of reaction channels to politics. I started this reaction channel to politics like a year and a half ago. I started talking about politics and different sort of policies. And of course, Ninja Knight. I think Ninja Knight was the only person that I saw. And a few others, Garrett Murphy. But now there's like, there must be 20. There's about 20 channels on YouTube of Irish lads making channels to push back against the media.
We've got very bad. We've been told now today that the country is going to have a great recession, tens of thousands of jobs to be lost, maybe a lot more than that, hundreds of thousands. We're being told this by Pascal Donoghue. He's telling us that hard times are coming. You know why? Because he's not fit to rule this country. We know they went to America. There was a lot of spin. But the Americans, it didn't go down well with the Americans because they could smell, I would say, simply the spin.
Absolutely. And a lot of the left-wing woke weirdos in Ireland, they like to say, oh, Americans are stupid. Americans are smart as could be. They're great, powerful people, very based people, very, very smart, strong people, that are more on the right, conservative right there, because they voted in Donald Trump. Like 80 million Americans voted Donald Trump. So how are they so stupid? If we voted for the stupid people into government, how the hell are they more dumb than us? Completely ridiculous. Like, I just find it just gaslighting at its finest. Like, it's just crazy, man. This whole scenario of Enoch Burke, he was in jail for 500, he was incarcerated, as he said, for 600 days. It's just less ludicrous. Like what the hell planet are we living on? I'm sure people should fund him, start a GoFundMe for this 40,000, because that's a travesty. And obviously it's because he wasn't paying his fines that was court ordered, and the fines just rack up, because obviously jail time, it means nothing to him. 600 days in jail is crazy, but it means nothing to him. But, of course, the fines now, they'll attack you where it hurts with the money. And I'm surprised he's even allowed a bank account. If he keeps pushing this matter, I think they're just going to take his bank account from him, honestly.
Pascal Donoghue is looking to Europe now, but he's defying God and the rest of the government. Leo Martin, Helen McEntee, they're defying God in this country. But righteous...
Very well said, defying God. They're selling their soul. One thing you never do in life, guys, you never sell your soul for the money, to the flipping higher power. Ever do that. That's ridiculous. Never.
Exalts a nation. Righteousness. Giving people their just liberties, giving them their due, giving them the right to live uprightly and morally and righteously. That is what exalts this nation. And it's a shame that the church has been silent on this matter, hasn't stood up and exalted God. Our religious freedom is being taken from us in this country. So that's the situation as it stands now tonight. 42,000 euro and more taken from my bank account, every penny stripped from me.
That's insane. Very well spoken, I must say so myself. Very well spoken. Like, insane, guys. You know, I just find that whole situation just it's just insane, lads. I don't know how people can even not, you know, get fired up about that. Like, I just find it so man, it's just not, it's not good, man. You know, 40,000 to me, that's low. It's like I said, to some people it might not be that much. I know there's a lot of rich people in this country. Okay, there's a lot of rich people in Ireland, okay, but to me that's massive. Like, that's huge, you know. Like, shit, that's, it's a lot of money. So but yeah, no laughing matter. You know, he said Enoch Burke here. You know, it's just you know, declaring himself. You know, talking about the travesty that it is, and I don't know what's gonna happen. You know, really, the further and further we go down this rabbit hole, the further and further he pushes this matter. He is a martyr at the end of the day. Like, a lot of people say he's a patriot. They say he's a martyr because he's martyring himself to the system so that people have rights in the future. Okay, that people won't get fined like. Of course, Jordan Peterson did back 9-10 years ago in Toronto University, when they said you have to call this person the they pronoun or whatever, and then he got fired. He got sued, I think, civilly as well. So very, very strange times we live in. I don't really understand, you know, the pushback against Enoch Burke. A lot of people think he's too religious. Well, Ireland is a Christian country. I don't know why. How can you be too religious? The guy's a religious guy. You know, I go to church every once in a while, Christmas, Easter, and that kind of thing, but I'm not super religious by any stretch of the imagination right there. But I do understand the Christian values, guys, and not to scourge people in wrongdoings and be ethically, you know, somewhat morally aligned. You know, don't be screwing people over all the time, lying about people, okay, cheating people, spreading rumors, stuff like that, or, you know, forcing people to do stuff that's immoral to their religion. Because yeah, in Christianity, I believe it's said that that is not agreed with, okay, certain sexual orientations or whatever, you know. And if that's his religion, it should be respected, in my personal opinion, especially in a country that is Christian. So, I don't know, guys, I find it just insane. Let me know your thoughts on this one. I love you guys all so much. Thank you for the support. If you want to help me keep making these videos to push back against that sort of movement that's seemingly bubbling up more in Ireland, then make sure to hit that join link underneath this video. Seems like most of Europe, America, you know, the East is going more right, more conservative for the first time in hundreds of years. And, you know, Ireland is still in this backwards, left, you know, liberal, woke, Marxist sort of, you know, agenda-driven sort of society. But hopefully that will change in the next couple of years. Like I said, is Conor McGregor going to become president? And he might change the whole... He'll probably change the culture in Ireland, okay, a little bit more right-leaning. So we'll see what happens. I love you all. Let me know your thoughts. Stay free, and I'll see you guys in the next one. These videos are going to be put out every single day, so see you then. Peace.